Stimulus checks coming through the rest of this month, June and July? Well, let's actually talk about it. Welcome, everybody. Hey, thank you so much for being part of this community and for allowing me to be your daily advocate. If you happen to be new here, or if you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I am back every single day to keep you updated and to help you out in any way that I can through these videos. Thank you so much, and let's talk through this. So first off, a huge thank you to all of you who watched my video from earlier today and who have been leaving your comments and feedback down below in the comment section as I asked you to do in that video. A lot of amazing comments and suggestions, so thank you so much. As you know, we talked about the fourth stimulus check, monthly recurring stimulus checks, and of course, raising Social Security, SSDI, SSI, and VA benefits in that video. Thank you once again. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't seen that video from earlier today, I'd say finish up watching this one and then go back and watch that last video that I just published a few hours ago. It's a really good one, and I appreciate your feedback if you want to leave that for me. All right, so anyway, let's get into this. So I continue to get a lot of comments on a daily basis from many people reaching out saying, hey, I heard that we're going to be getting stimulus checks in May, June, and July. Why haven't I received mine yet? Well, that's actually a really good question. Let me talk through this. So first off, let me answer the question. Is it true that some people will be getting checks in the months of May, June, and July? Yes. In fact, some people will be getting checks that could be, thousands of dollars in May, June, and July. So yes, it is actually true that many people will be getting payments in these months. However, is it a stimulus check, and are you eligible for it? And if you are, or if you are not, why haven't you received your payment yet? Well, here's where the confusion comes in. So there's a lot of different headlines out there. There's a lot of information floating around out there from saying checks are coming, right? Well, yes, checks are coming, but are they going to everybody? No, they're not. So let me walk you through what these checks are and why some people are getting them while other people, unfortunately, are not. Okay, so the first round of checks that are going out in May and June, well, it started in May, first off. They're going to extend into June and July. This is the tax refund from those people who received unemployment benefits in 2020, and as a provision that picked up in the Senate at the very last minute on this last $1.9 trillion stimulus package, there was a provision excluding the first $10,200 of unemployment benefits received in 2020 from income. Therefore, you would not pay taxes on it. Well, for those people who filed their tax return prior to March 11th, when the bill was actually signed by the president into law, those people paid taxes on that first $10,200 of unemployment benefits from 2020. Therefore, the IRS was automatically amending their tax returns and then processing their necessary tax refund and sending it out to them. So these are the first payments that started going out in July. Now, this is just for those people who filed prior to March 11th and who received unemployment benefits, and they're getting that tax refund sometime in May. Now, this is just for single filers. I know, right? A lot of confusing different elements of all this information. So yes, it's confusing, but let me walk you through this further. So yes, those single people who filed, you should be getting a payment provided you earned under $150,000 and you received unemployment benefits in 2020. Refunds could be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. Yeah, I mean, you could be looking at essentially another stimulus check in your bank account sometime in May or June. Now, the second wave of payments, who's that going to include and when are they going to arrive? Yes, there will be another round, and who are they going to? The second round will likely be going out in June and July, and once again, it's going to be for the same thing. Those people who received unemployment benefits in 2020 and who is a married couple filing a joint return and who filed prior to March 11th of 2021 for your 2020 tax return. If you or both of you and your spouse received unemployment benefits in 2020 and you earned under $150,000, then once again, the IRS will automatically process your amendment and send you a tax refund for the unemployment benefits that you paid taxes on in 2020. So again, you could be looking at several $1,000s, $1,000, $2,000. I mean, you could be looking at a couple $1,000s hitting your bank account once again, which would be very similar to another stimulus check coming to you. So technically, these are not stimulus checks. However, based on the dollar amount and based on the IRS is just sending you a direct payment or a paper check in your mailbox, it somewhat feels like another stimulus check. And for those of you who are receiving these payments, basically it kind of is another stimulus check, even though it is not categorized as a stimulus check. It is categorized as a tax refund. So almost the same thing, very, very similar, but technically the definition is a tax refund, not a stimulus check, okay? So who's the next group that's going to be getting their payments in July? Will more people get more checks in July? Yes, in fact, a lot of people, 39 million households, 39 million plus households are going to be getting checks starting in July. Who are they and why? Right? Isn't that what we always ask? Why? Why is everybody else getting checks and not me? I feel like that's what we've been asking for the last, 14 or 15 months now. It seems like everybody else is getting checks constantly except for us, right? You know the feeling? Yeah, I know the feeling. All right, so who's this next group? It's those people who qualify for the child tax credit. Those payments are going to start going out on July 15th, and those payments will continue on a monthly basis going forward through the rest of 2021. 2021, sorry, I'm behind by a year. 2021, they will continue to extend from July 15th all the way through December 15th. Every single month, these people are going to be getting a check in their mailbox as a paper check, a prepaid debit card, or a direct deposit right into their bank account on the 15th of every single month through the rest of the year, provided a couple factors are true. They have kids that are under the age 17, or under the age 18, sorry. So under the age 18, 17 and younger, and they earn under $150,000 once again as their AGI, adjusted gross income, on their tax return, or they are even no income. If they are no income, they would also be eligible. And then you would be getting the appropriate amount of money per child through the rest of the year. So if you have several kids, you could be looking at, again, basically another stimulus check every single month. If you have 3 or 4 kids, yeah, and they're provided all under the age 18, 17 or younger, you could essentially be getting another stimulus check every single month through the rest of 2021. So it brings us back to our main question. Why is everybody else getting a monthly check and why are we getting nothing? Yeah, so anyway, that brings me back to my letter that I have sitting right here. Where is it? I have it sitting right here, I promise, right here. This is the letter that I talked about earlier today in my morning video. If you didn't see that one, check it out. In this letter, I call on the president, and I'm going to be sending it to other people in Congress to say, hey, check it out. Everybody's getting other monthly stimulus checks right now. Everybody's getting additional money right now. What about the lower income individuals who really need some extra money right now, who need some extra support and relief during this time, but yet they're getting nothing because they're not qualified. They're not eligible for the child tax credit. They didn't receive unemployment benefits last year. Therefore, they're not getting that other refund or stimulus check, as you may say. So in this letter, I lay it all out. Check out that video from earlier. I actually had my wife, Corey, she came in and she read the letter to you in that video from just a few hours ago. That's why I keep saying, check it out. It's a pretty good letter. There's a couple little amendments I'm going to make to it, but for the most part, based on all the comments I'm receiving and all the feedback I'm getting, most of you are saying, hey, it looks pretty awesome. We like it, send it off, and hopefully we get some action on this. Now, just remember, there are still these proposals that have been floating around and that have gone to the president. In fact, 4 different letters have gone to the president calling on him to do one of the following: send out a 4th stimulus check, send out monthly recurring payments, and increase SSI benefits to 100% of the federal poverty level. These letters have been sent out and they are in the possession of the president as we speak. One of the letters is from a group of House representatives, 53 members, calling on him for a 4th stimulus check and monthly recurring payments. There's another letter from 21 senators, Democratic senators, calling on him for the same. monthly checks as well as a fourth stimulus check. There's another letter from 6 members of the House Ways and Means Committee. Once again, more stimulus checks, monthly stimulus checks, stabilizers. And there's that letter that was composed by a handful of Democrats who sent it off to the president calling on him to increase SSI benefits to 100% of the federal poverty level. And soon, they're going to have another letter from yours truly, me, and all of us here in this community calling on them to do basically the exact same thing. Offer more benefits, offer a higher benefit, and send out a fourth stimulus check and even monthly recurring payments to those people who are not eligible for the child tax credit. So I hope that cleared it up regarding these headlines you may be seeing talking about stimulus checks in May, June, and July. Thanks, everybody. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check out any other videos here on the channel. And just remember, I am your daily advocate, and I will continue to be here for you each and every day going forward. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video.